22 years of age at the time, in university, and now accepted to a position where I can earn a lot of money, have stability, and not having to work as a security officer at nightclubs. I was finally out, happy, cheerful, expressed my excitement to my family and friends. It was a dream come true. After applying for a lot of positions, going to a number of interviews, and receiving nothing at the end until now, I was impulsive that I told my current employer at the time to take a hike, to put it lightly. You know what, stuff it. I'm not being true to myself. I told him to shove it where the sun don't shine because I'm out of here. Hey, I was undervalued, so I was like, stuff it. Leave with the storm. One day before I would start my new position, I was so overwhelmed with positive energy that I went and got a fresh fade, looking all nice and pretty. Purchased black pants, safety shoes, fluoro shirts, packed up my lunch, ready to go. A call comes in from a friend asking me to come out and play a pickup game of basketball. Now, if you knew me back then, you would know that a pickup game of basketball wasn't something that I ever turned down. So I agreed and met up with the boys at the local courts. I was on fire, not missing a single three-pointer, and believe you me, I was shooting a lot. I was like Jordan on the courts, unstoppable. Well, until I was actually stopped. Do you remember Jordan's move where he would spin around his defenders, jump up for a layup, fake it in the air while fooling the center before getting it in the ring? Yeah, well, I attempted that move, but add on an additional 60 kgs on top of Jordan's weight, and without me saying it, well, you already know how it went. It was not pretty, to say the least. I remember freezing in a statue-like position after hearing the loud crack. Shocked, stunned. Then the blood rushed and I just fainted. As I got up, I tried to play it off, act like I was all fine, but then fell right back down again. I needed water. I was in extreme pain as I knew that I definitely broke something. I was pissed off. Pissed at my friend for inviting me to come out and play a ball. Pissed at myself for agreeing to go one day before starting my new position. Emotions were high. I was furious. Left the courts barely walking, dragging my leg to my car, not wanting assistance from anyone. I just needed to go to the hospital, 20 kilometers away. Yeah,
all doctors doing ER.
I'll handle the pain. All I can think about on my way to my bed was that I lost a job before I had the chance to start it. Yeah. And I was right. X-ray came back. ACL, torn, damaged. I was disheartened. Had my heart set on change. But now, without a new job, and there's no chance of hell that I'll go back to my previous one. I couldn't. But I needed the money. Back from the hospital, and all that's racing through my mind was either to lower my ego, lay down my sword, and go back to my nightclub job, or stick with my pride and stand with the decision I made. A couple weeks went by and I was still bedridden. I even needed help to put on my brace every time I showered. But hey, what a family for, right? But still, I felt distraught. 22 years of age, you still felt helpless. One of my friends visited. He told me that he'd be performing at a security gig in a month's time that goes for 4 days, whereby the amount of pay will help me get by while I was healing. Although I needed at least 3 months of rest to even think about walking with this brace and not feeling this horrendous pain, I told him to sign me up as I needed the money. Family weren't in the best situation at the time and my response grew. Money on my mind without a care rehabilitation. But I needed to do what I needed to do. My friend was reluctant at first, but I promised him that I'll be good by the time the event occurs. The day finally came and I'm packed up, ready to go. About a week before, I was taking a lot of painkillers, acting like the pain was gone. 9-hour road trip with the brace tucked in my pants. And and a smile on my face. Friends in the car knew that I injured myself but thought I was almost healed. Told them if it was really that bad, I would be in crutches and not in a brace. Oh yeah, that's right. I missed the part out. We need to take it back a notch and rewind. We're back at the hospital. After receiving my x-rays, I was given crutches, but because of my size, every time I would try and fail. I had enough of falling, okay? It was too much to bear. So I asked the doctor to find me another solution because this is not working. So then he wrapped me up in the brace, turned me from a broken athlete to a crippled zombie. So in reality, the brace was not a sign of healing, but just like a person who aims to eat chopsticks with noodles, failing multiple times until it's embarrassing, and then asks for a fork instead. No difference. At the end, finally made it. 4 days, 18-hour shifts with only 4 hours sleep. Mind you, with a broken knee, acting like I was A-okay. But hey, I made it. I earned the amount I needed to be able to rest without thinking of going back to my previous employment. And that's what I did. Throughout that time, I kept up with my stretches and training until I was really A-okay. By doing so, it allowed me to be more focused and driven to go back out for full-time employment. Life is continuously changing. It may change in unexpected ways. Opportunities come and go, but it is those times when you make a choice to ride the wave and flow with the change, or do you get crushed in the wave attempting to stay where you are, or by trying to break the natural forces that play against you. If I did not make a decision to push through, then I would not be where I am today. And I have done well since, in a place continuously progressing 7 years straight.